Hey everybody, it's Andrew Greer here with the Bring Me Wood podcast number 6. And we are going to be going over something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is a strategy called Cash Flow Entitlement. So what is Cash Flow Entitlement and how can it work for you, and why would I even be telling you about it if it's so cool? Well, first of all, I like to share everything on here. And I'm an open book. Second of all, it is a killer strategy that has helped me go from doing small projects to doing multiple larger projects because it creates ding 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 cash flow during entitlement. So what is the strategy? The strategy is real basic, but it's real awesome. The idea is you buy property in high density neighborhoods, but this property may not be highest and best, or the density has changed so dramatically that you can pay the price that is highest and best for it currently as a single family home or a duplex, triplex, whatever it may be, and still generate the revenue. So I'm going to give one example right now. I have a 3 duplexes that can turn into 26 units. So that is 6 units to 26. Density's obviously changed dramatically. So I've focused in on actually doing this project. But what happens here is it gives me the opportunity while I entitle it, since it's 6 duplexes, to generate income. I'm actually have money coming off of it. But always the investor, I'm looking how to get the highest dollar out of it. I want to make sure I'm getting the most. So if I just take it in its normal condition, don't do anything special to it, don't put any management touch into it, don't really work into it, I'm not going to generate as much money as if I do a little bit of work. So I went in and took one of the buildings, and flipped it for $9,000. Resurfaced some floors, did some paint, cleaned it up, cleaned up some utilities, got it dialed in. Decided to drop another $8,000 to actually put furniture in it, get it fully set up, make it into an Airbnb. Now, as an Airbnb, that unit will generate for me around $40,000 to $50,000 over the course of the year. So I put in $17,000 and I'm generating $40,000 to $50,000. Good play. I still have 5 of the units. 2 units, 2 dilapidated, 2 messed up. I have long-term renters in there. I'm going to keep them in. Works out fine. Back unit, kind of in the middle. Not quite great. Maybe a little bit funky. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It doesn't really lay out well. I decided just to clean it up. I put about $4,000 into that one, clean it up, start renting it out as a long-term rental too. Building next door, destroyed, jacked up, completely needs everything. Has all sorts of problems. So what do I do there? Well, I'm looking at my plans for actually building out the property, and I'm working with my architect early on, and I go, why don't we keep this building here? Like this dilapidated building, totally jacked up. Why don't we keep this one? Yeah, I think that we should keep this. Okay, well, why? Well, I'm thinking we keep its old craftsman charm, but then we double down on the inside and make it a really cool Airbnb. Build it out, make it just awesome. Okay, yeah, I could dig that. So we're going to keep 2. We're going to build 24. So now I can drop nearly $200,000 into this building to make sure that it is generating max dollar for me as a rental. So I strip the whole thing down, do some foundation work, electrical, plumbing, rework the whole thing, turn it into a full-time Airbnb. That means I blow out closets. No more closet. Don't need a closet. It's an Airbnb. No more kitchen. I want another bathroom instead of a kitchen. I make a kitchenette in an old closet. I end up doing the whole thing, switching it around, put a big deck on it, put a big patio area, fire pit area, just really blow the whole thing out, make it top dollar. Now I'm generating a ton of revenue out of this building, and it's going to stay. I'm always going to have this one. It's going to become a focal point of the property. So not only am I generating revenue while I'm going through the project, I am getting this building set up and done. I'm creating value right off the bat. So when I go to syndicate it, I can show people the value I've already created. So do that. Now, break down real quick basic numbers. Mortgage about $12,000 on this property. Big property. But I'm generating bad months, $20,000. Killer months, $32,000 off of this property. So I am on a bad month getting about $8,000 revenue. Now, obviously I have some expense line items, other stuff like that. So let's just say I'm up 6,000 in those bad months, and I'm up, let's say, 15,000 in my killer months. When it's all said and done, and I'm done with this project, I'm ready to break ground, I have paid for it for 18 months with none of our money, with our tenants' money. We've made between $6,000 to $15,000 in revenue off this puppy each month. So we're offsetting permit costs, we're offsetting all sorts of other costs that are in the process, and we're building a status on Airbnb, which is where we do a lot of our hosting. We're super hosts. We're actually bringing more properties into the fold, really getting that down, really dialing it in. So that way we're generating max dollar over there. So it's all said and done. I've actually made money that whole time. So my investors who have come in, they see this upside. It's all big upside for them. So we're gonna go through the process. We're gonna get done. We're gonna have revenue coming in that whole time. No brainer. I mean, the deal makes sense without that, but it only makes more sense with it. So going after these cash flow entitlement properties, this is how you can up your game to the next level. Going from flips, or maybe going from like doing quadplexes to doing 26 units. This is a big, powerful strategy that gets you to that next level where you don't have to put out as much cash to get further along. So for more strategies like this, subscribe to the podcast, stay on the YouTube channel. As always, shoot me any questions, any topics, anything you want to go over. I'd love to have you on as a guest. If you could shoot me over your portfolio, what you want to talk about, Andrew at Thomas-Strafford. If you know somebody that you think would be great on the show, I'd love to interview them. I'm looking forward to having more great guests on the show, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching Bring the Wood. Don't forget to bring the wood. Let's do it.